I did get to go on a date recently. Okay, that's a fucking lie. I went on a date 2 years ago. I just still talk about it. It was a terrible date, you guys. Like, so he goes in for the hug right at the end of the date, and while he's hugging me, he sniffs me really hard. He goes, I know! And he goes, oh my God, every girl I date wears that same perfume. I know! I did not know what to do.
Creepy.
It was creepy, it was gross, but I didn't know what to do, so I just like sniffed him back. I was like, oh my God, every guy I date doesn't go to fucking therapy. That's it. That was all I said. We never saw each other again. Because screw that guy. But I was filling out a mental health survey to see a therapist recently. And I came across this question. It was like, who in your family is mentally ill? And I just like did not have the heart to list everybody's name. Okay? You're gonna fucking draw a family tree? Pull out the crayons? Come on, you guys. Let's just do this together, therapist, right? And like it took I don't know about you, if you try to get therapy in LA, but it takes a long time to get an appointment, okay? Like so long that I was like creating inventions in my head of how to talk to somebody. And I came up with, we should have therapist Lyft drivers.
Yes.
Right? Like I'm already paying you, why don't you give me some goddamn advice? Instead of Lyft, it would just be called Uplift. Don't steal my app idea. I will cut a bitch if you do that. So then I just like tell everybody about my mentally ill family members. So let's do that. Give it up for my daddy. He's a Vietnam War veteran with PTSD. I grew up in the 90s, okay? So we didn't call it PTSD. We called it, Dad, stop being a fucking weirdo. You fucking weirdo, stop talking to dead people. Okay, I mean, that's what it was. We didn't talk about PTSD. It wasn't a thing, right? Like, when I moved in with my dad and my stepmom was like, hey, baby, I'm gonna give you some advice. You might not want to try to go pee in the middle of the night because your daddy might choke you out. I was like, oh, that must be my version of the Milton Bradley's board game, Don't Wake Daddy. Do you guys remember that game? Okay, it's like very niche, but back in the 90s, there was a literal board game where you tried to not wake up an old white guy. Are you kidding me? And he would like pop out of bed if you like got caught and you lost the game. Like that was a thing. And that was PTSD. Okay. Okay, Dad, so Mom, do you guys think that it's weird that I pay a therapist to act like my dead mom? What? She just like lays there week after week. On Zoom, it's weird. You guys do therapy on Zoom? I do. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. You just like get high right before. You can like be smoking, but like when the internet cuts out, you know what I'm saying? Okay. That's just a little thing that I like to do that. I'll leave you guys with like a few clit hangers, I think. One of the things that me and my therapist have been working on is getting to know myself better. And she was like, hey, there's this way that you can really get to know yourself better. And it's called vagina gazing. Do we know about vagina gazing? We have a lot of vaginas in here. We need to know about vagina gazing. All right, so she was like, hear me out. This is what you do to get to know yourself. All you do is you need a mirror and you just need to literally look at your puss and hang out with it. Like, that's it. And I was like, oh, like, you mean like I could just be like smoking pot with my pussy, like getting to know her? And she was like, hell yeah, like just do it that way. And I was like, okay. And we got so high together and I got to know my pussy so much. I started calling that bitch Cush Bush. That's her name, okay? I told my best friend about it. She started doing it. She called me up. She's like, oh my God, I named my pussy Clitorella. I was like, did you know that that's the name of a real flower? Did you know that? It exists, like, there's a real flower out there called clitorella, okay? And if you Google image search it, no image will pop up because men still can't find it. I think it's really cool that we have over 100 women in the House of Representatives. Yeah. It's pretty cool, right? It should be 435, like, don't get me wrong. Then we'll call it the Fempire. And we can do this now, you just have to quote me on it, Nicki Fuchs, obviously. Just stop using the word cock-blocking and start using the word clitorference, you guys. Come on. I do want to just leave you with one last pussy joke. I think that it's really rude that the word men is in the word menstruation. Why do you guys take credit for everything, even our periods? Like, seriously? If you think about it, that word men does insert itself into so many words, doesn't it? Women. Men takes up more than the women part does. We get, ooh. What? That's all we get? Ooh. I'd rather just have that, you know? Management. That one's really fucked up because it has man and men in it. How ironic. Mental illness. Meh, you can keep that one. I think there are some words that should have the word men in it, right? Some should. I think abortion, that should have the word men in it. We could call it an amendment. All right, I'm Nicki Fuchs. Thanks so much.